offer a quickie that you can do when you've been doing a lot of walking. And you can do it 10 minutes into your walk, or you can do it at the end of your walk. It's better to have some warm up before you do these particular stretches and poses. One of the areas that gets very tight, as you know I often go on about, is the hip flexors. And there's a lot of devices out there now, I've noticed, that the Canadian volleyball team is using on the beach to help open up the hip flexors. But the truth is, the breath is the deeper opening up of the hip flexor. If you can breathe deep on your hip flexor stretches, you will really help the mobility in your back and a quicker, easier walk, even on your knees. So I want you to start with, so you've been walking 10 minutes, let's pretend, and you want to take your left leg back. Now, take the hands like into like a supersonic superhero position, and press the shoulder blades down, and then press the heel down and lunge forward to come into calf to begin. And then take an in-breath, you've got the heel pressed down, and make sure it's straight back, because there will be a tendency for the heel to turn in because of the tightness of the calf muscle. And so go straight back, just look back, make sure the heel is back. I find half the time it's turned in. And then take the arms up, but keep the shoulders dropped. Look up and rise. Now, to stay in balance, keep the shoulders down, keep the eyes lifting towards the sky, and then step forward, take the hands behind, grab onto the foot as the shoulder blades slide down. And of course, you can be holding onto a tree or a local person. And then press that left hip forward. I'll turn this way. Press that left hip forward, and then take this arm up, or you can hold on to that tree or person, and just keep pressing the left hip forward. Rise from the rib cage, press into the standing leg, and then you're going to take a deep breath. And then you can take that right hand behind, if you can use the hand, press the shoulders back, lift through the rib cage. Wow, this is a lot of balance. Press into the standing leg, the knee is soft, the standing leg. And then you can press this hip, left hip further forward if you can. The knee will come down a bit and back a bit. And keep the shoulders open. So you can see I'm really stretching the shoulders down and using the foot like a bow and arrow, that bow of it, to pull my shoulders down. So my shoulders get pulled down like this, as the foot comes back. And then you're going to release. Now you take your right foot back, rise from the rib cage again, still look back. I've got my heels turned in. See if you can make sure the heel goes straight back. Keep the heel down as you lunge forward. Lift from the rib cage, extend up through the arms. Keep the shoulders dropped as you rise. Rise from the rib cage. Breathing is full. Breath. And then you can take, what are we doing? You're going to come up, and then you're going to take that right hand behind, maybe hold on to somebody or a tree. I'm sorry, I have to be silly. Press the right hip forward, let the elbow come back, rise from the rib cage. Rise, press into the standing leg. Keep pressing the right front pocket area forward as the knee comes down, down, down. Good, and then let that elbow be way, way back. And as you press the shoulder back and down, the elbow will come out as you press the right hip forward. The tailbone tucks slightly. Keep the breathing really full. Again, breathe deep down into the low belly. That's always the way when you're deepening a posture, down into the low belly with the breath. And then if you can, take that left hand behind, hold on, press into the standing leg or balance. Press, lift, press the elbows back to open the chest. Draw the rib cage in, breath, looking up. Breath, breath, elbows back, drop into the standing leg, and then you can gently release the leg. Okay, the next thing is just do a little shimmy. Have a little earthquake right from the waist down, and have your feet just apart about 2 inches, and then you can circle your knees. So if that's okay with the knees, you can see it's quite high. I'm just doing a tiny squat here, and then other direction. And then you let your hips sit back, come into circles, coming around, and other direction, keeping the hips back, and then you can straighten. Do this, it's like you're throwing the leg out, and then the other, getting a reverb into the hips, once more, shake out, and the other, if your knees are okay with this, and then gently release, and you are done. Thanks for joining me.